Please find a quiet and comfortable place for the next 12 minutes. If your eyes are closed, please close them now. For years, most, if not all, of your attention has been focused on the mind and its filters over reality, causing you to suffer from the stories it tells you constantly, living in the illusions of the past or in fear of the illusion of the future, completely blinding you from what's real this very moment. This moment cannot be grasped by the mind. It can only be experienced. Just experience what is in this very moment without the mind. No need to judge or label anything. Just be, because you may have given so much of your attention to the mind will try to bring you back to it. The moment you take your attention away from it, it may begin panicking or creating fake scenarios or trying to figure out what's next. Don't mind the mind. Allow it to be, see it, and simply recognize that thoughts are simply just happening. You aren't thinking. Thoughts are just arising within consciousness within you. Instead, direct your attention to the life energy in the body. Begin by directing attention in your hands. Remember, don't think about it. Experience it. Go directly to the experience that confirms the sensation we label as hands. If the mind is active, that's okay. It can be in the background. Your main focus is in your hands. No need to search for a specific feeling. However it is feeling is perfectly fine. Completely surrendered to it. Now you may feel a pulsing sensation. Now I want you to realize that you, as consciousness, have awareness and are aware of this sensation. This means you cannot be that which you are aware of. Notice that this sensation is within you. It is within consciousness. You are not the body is within you. The human body is not aware. Awareness is aware of the human body. Let's just say you are a space. Space is something you cannot see. It's boundless, it's always here, and it's never affected by what's within it. This is what Jesus meant when he would compare heaven to the sky. He wasn't saying heaven is above us or some place we visit when we die. He was trying to find a comparison to the nature of our being. We have never left heaven. Your attention is just directed to the hell that the mind creates. But let's use that comparison. Notice how the body is within space, along with everything and everyone else. Can you realize this now? Even non-physical things like emotions and thoughts arise within this space. Nothing, and I mean nothing, can happen outside of it. Now, let's realize the nature of space. It's always been here and can never not be here. It's not affected by what's going on within it. It's simply just allowing what is to be. It accepts everything unconditionally. It's not throwing things out or trying to change anything. You cannot imagine it, nor can you create it, because it's already here. You cannot wait for it. You cannot leave it. You can truly only be it. Be space, be yourself. Being yourself isn't found through personality and ideas, 10 labels. If you have to think about yourself, that's not being, that's thinking yourself. There are very few of us actually being ourselves, our true selves. Well, we are always being what very few are aware of themselves is what I should say. So, as the space that you truly are, let's continue the body scan from this being. Do not identify with what's within you. You are space, you are the subject, not the objects within it. Foreign, let go of the imagination of what you are. You can't imagine it, you are already this. Don't look for a specific feeling. However the body feels is how the body feels. No need to change or look for some magical event to happen. Be here with what is. This moment is already full. Please direct attention to your feet now. It may be subtle. Also, there is no need to imagine the body parts. That's a very common thing that happens. But see if you can drop that image and just experience that sensation, completely ignorant to it. Don't even label it feet. Just experience what is. Realize the boundless darkness while your eyes are closed. There is no beginning to it or an end. There are no corners or edges. It's limitless. Let your vision surrender to that while having attention to sensations. Now begin bringing that attention to both ankles, then through the leg up to the knees, not to both thighs, and now completely experience both legs. It's okay if it's subtle. You may not feel too much if you haven't scanned the body in a while, but whatever is present is perfect. Now, bring it up to your stomach. Experience the movement of it rising and then falling. No need to try to control your breathing. Breathing is happening on its own. Just watch as it happens within you, within consciousness, within space. Bring the attention up to your chest now. Experience the heart beating. Realize how it beats on its own. See how it's all just happening. Bring your attention up to your neck now. You may even feel like a knot there. It can be pretty uncomfortable, but don't identify with it. Just allow it to be and see it. Now, to your shoulders and arms. Don't forget your back. Bring your attention to the head and face. Completely experience everything. Now, if you can, experience the whole body as one sensation. Continue to realize that this vessel is within you. You are not the body. You are simply just experiencing one. Don't look or try to create a specific feeling. Just experience what is. To realize that you are not the body, but at the same time, the body is very powerful when you have a healthy connection with it. Most of us are afraid of the body because that's where trauma is stored. That's where all that uncomfortable pain and energy is stored. But if you truly want to heal and transcend those things, you must pay attention to the body. You see you as consciousness or already enlightened or awakened. It's the body that's doing the catching up. It's the body that is releasing old energies and going through these energetic shifts. This is why this journey is so painful, because the body is the one going through rebirth. And to truly shift, you have to have energetic shifts, not mental ones. This is why you can have all the knowledge in the world, but still be confused. You can have all the knowledge and teach these things, but if they have never had a true energy shift within the body, you would never truly experience what this knowledge is pointing to. We have so much attention on the mind. Bring it back into the body. You will be a lot more present and grounded within your vessel's energy center, meaning you'll be in your own energy. You have to fully surrender to this and don't allow the doubt of the mind to take you away from it, because it will try to bring your attention back. Don't fight the mind, just continue to bring your attention to the body instead. No need to grasp a thought or wondering why certain thoughts keep arising. The body is very intelligent and powerful. You don't need to think about life all the time. You thinking about life is the reason you aren't living it. Now sit here quietly and think about how you want to live it for a minute. Thoughts about life aren't life. It's just the thoughts about it. And 99% of the time, it isn't true anyway. It's time to experience your life how you want to experience it. So go do that, my friends. Don't put too much thought into it, as that will only slow you down. Just live it your way. Until next time, I love you all and thank you for being a part of my journey. Right now, as you're watching this video, it may seem as if there is a you behind the eyes that is looking out at the world as if it's something outside of you. Most of us experience this experience that way, and this creates the illusion of separation. This is why we believe there are others. You may believe those other bodies are outside of you, and the only reason the mind believes that is because the mind has believed that there is a person inside of the body. But none of that is actually true. It's okay that it's there, but look through that because it isn't true. The body is appearing within consciousness, within you, the real you. Everything is appearing within you. When the eyes look out at the world, the mind believes the world is outside of this me character, and the me is here in this body. This causes the body and mind to feel like the mind has to protect the illusionary character it has created. There may appear to be a lot of fear, loneliness, and anxiety, which are also mentally created. This me appears to be afraid of what's appearing to be outside of it. But that's the illusion. There is no out there. The world's appearing within you. It's not actually real. What the eyes are seeing is all form and appearances within consciousness within you. What you are isn't trapped in the body. It's not in you. You, as in consciousness. Most of the time, the mind is also simultaneously imagining a body or bodies. That is also not to you. It doesn't define you. This reality is a dream. You, as consciousness, are dreaming. Regardless of what's present, it is a part of the dream. Consciousness may be dreaming that it's some confused, separate human who is seeking right now. Consciousness doesn't have to let go of beliefs, confusion, uncomfortable emotions, etc., just to realize itself, because none of that defines what you are. None of this defines what you are. The mind can come up with 1,000 excuses and what-if situations. It doesn't matter. None of it defines what you are. Consciousness can never be a seeker. Consciousness can never be confused. A person can, but not consciousness, and you are this one consciousness right now. You may be just dreaming that you are not, and the dream is not outside of consciousness. It's within it. It is it. If the brain is projecting this world, what is it that's aware of it? What is it that's aware of the eyes seeing? There's not even an inside and outside, honestly, because the mind can't imagine anything outside of what you are. The body, the world, and the universe appear to exist within it. You, as consciousness, are outside of space and time. It's impossible to imagine an outside of that because even that imagination is within consciousness's dream. When I say it's a dream, you can take that literally. Can you agree that when the body goes to sleep and dreams, the body can wake up and the mind can say that was all just my imagination? That's what they have been telling humans. But the problem is the mind believes that this reality isn't an imagination. You don't believe that, the mind does. You can't believe anything. You have never had any beliefs. Only the mind can appear to consciousness. You are this one consciousness right now. You may be just dreaming that you are not. And the dream is not outside of consciousness. It's within it. It is it. The world isn't actually here, just like a dream. When the body wakes up, you realize it was a dream. You realize nothing was actually real, and that didn't actually happen. You are not only dreaming of this body, but all the other 8 billion bodies are being imagined by you. The whole world is within consciousness's imagination. And that same feeling of knowing a dream is a dream can be experienced during this dream also. It's why they call it an awakening. You are waking up, but you will still be in the dream in a sense, but not as a separate character within it. You will realize you are it because all of this is happening within you, not within the body. The body that you are currently experiencing is within the dream, but it feels so real, doesn't it? Notice how real this feels, but it's not. It's amazing, just like a dream. And the moment everything feels real, it's almost undeniable in dreams. You can be dreaming about the most bizarre things, and in the moment, you are 100% convinced that it's real until you wake up. The reason why this can be so difficult to see is because the seeking mind may be very powerful. It wants to see something. It wants to gain something from this. It wants some sort of confirmation. But if you can realize you're not even in control of what thoughts rise, and you simply see that thoughts are here, but at the same time, you sense that they don't define you, you will see how clear this really is. Stop looking for something that the mind is imagining. Notice the knowing of that imagination. You can't imagine enlightenment. What you truly are can't imagine anything. The mind can, but not you. It's just happening. Nobody is enlightened. Nobody has ever been enlightened. That whole putting enlightening beings on a pedestal. Nobody's here to be enlightened. A person cannot be enlightened. A person cannot awaken because what you think a person is doesn't exist. It's just a thought. Let go of the expectations and imaginations. When you let go of the expectations and imaginations, you're not trying to force them away. You're simply acknowledging that they're not real. They're just thoughts, and they don't define who you are. You're not trying to control what arises, but you're recognizing that you have no control over it. It's all just happening, and it's all happening within you. This doesn't mean force them to go away. This doesn't mean if they still rise, that means something is wrong. Just notice the imagination and realize it's not real, and it doesn't define what I am. Realize you have no control over what arises. It's all just happening, but know that it's all happening within you. Nothing here can touch you, harm you, judge you, abandon you, or kill you because you're not here. You're the awareness that witnesses everything, but you're not the things that are witnessed. You're not the body, the mind, or the thoughts. You're the space in which they all appear. So don't look for enlightenment. Don't try to become enlightened. Just recognize that you're already enlightened. You're already aware. You're already free. You just need to see through the illusions and realize that you're not what you think you are. You're not a person. You're not a separate self. You're the infinite, eternal awareness that witnesses it all. At some point in your journey, you must come to accept the unknown. At some point, you must make the decision to just accept that you may be something more than a human. This is very important to do because you may be running into barriers. Barriers of resistance or barriers formed by your belief system. You may have days where you feel your true being as the one and only consciousness. But then the next day, you're back to identify with the body and mind. Or even when you have those moments of stillness and detachment from form. It's the mind that brings you back into believing you are a form. When you're able to just say, okay, I'm going to accept that I don't exist as this character, and I'm going to accept that I am not the body, regardless of how it feels, something will begin opening up. I think it's more powerful to realize what you are not than it is to try to look for what you truly are because once you cross out the things you are not, the only thing left is you. So if you were to sit down and inquire continuously, surrender to the fact that what you truly are is formless, no matter what. If thoughts arise that say, well, what about this? And what about that? Accept that you are not your thoughts. Accept that you are not the thinker of thoughts. The one who claims to be the thinker is just another thought. It will arise in you, a love will rise the moment you begin detaching your identity from those false identities. To cause the ego is being threatened, and it knows exactly how to grab your attention. It may bring up your past or worrying about what may happen in the future. It knows your triggers, but for moments of practice, just accept that no matter what those thoughts are not you, and no need to keep repeating to yourself, I am not my thoughts. Just accept it and be that awareness that's just aware of experience. None of what I am saying should be something you need to understand mentally. I don't need you, nor do I want you to believe me. You don't need a belief system when it comes to the truth. Truth is pure knowing. So know this, prove it yourself through experience. And if you're asking, well, how do I do that? Well, first you must know the nature of your being, of God, of consciousness, of you. You cannot be an object, meaning you cannot be anything you are aware of. So you cannot be the body because awareness is aware of it. You cannot be your thoughts because awareness is aware of it. You cannot be your beliefs or opinions or desires because you, as what you truly are, is simply aware of it. You cannot be something that comes and goes like thoughts, and you cannot be something that changes like the body. What you are has never changed or gone anywhere. You were never born, and you can never die. You are everything. I make the comparison to space. Everything exists within you, and nothing can exist without you. Without space, Nothing can be here, but space can be here without nothing. Draw a circle on paper or in your mind and tell yourself everything is in this circle. Myself, nature, the universe, earth, friends, family, animals, junk, and, well, everything. You are the walls of that circle. Everything and no thing is contained within you. So if you can just put away everything you have learned and everything you believe in and just accept that, hey, I'm something I cannot see, I am something I cannot imagine or create, and just be here with what is left, this process to self-discovery will flow a lot easier for you. It may be so confusing and difficult for you right now because you are resisting and battling with what is, and you're trying to find this mental concept that you believe will make everything make more sense. You may believe that the mind needs a little more information to realize something that's already here. But instead of trying to figure out what you are, and instead of watching 100 spiritual videos, just accept your power. Accept that you are this unexplainable consciousness. If you don't want to accept that you are God, that you are everyone and everything, just accept that you are not the body and mind regardless. You will come to realize what you truly are because it's not about what you believe. For example, if a cat was dressed up as a dog its whole life, even somehow learned to bark, and then the owner tells him, hey, just so you know, you're a cat. The cat in the dog suit would say, what the hell do you mean I'm a cat? The cat's belief system so strong that no matter what you tell it, it will resist the truth. But then the owner takes the dog suit off, and the cat sees that it's a cat. That belief will die. Now, I say this because beliefs are not 100% correct. There is so much doubt in belief. Think I am wrong. Look into religion jumping, it runs rampant. Take off your suit and believe your own truth. This whole time, you have been believing that you are this human body with a mind. But if you had a peek into your true being, you would never be able to go back to believing in that. So, drop all your beliefs if you seek the truth. Only rely on the truth. Accept your own truth. Stop falling back into the lies or opinions of others and ego. Catch yourself every time and, regardless of the situation, realize what you are not. When you make the choice to surrender, when you make the choice to give up the life you thought you had, you will be shown what life truly is. You will be shown what's always been here behind the illusions of the mind that have been filtered over reality. Fear, anxiety, worrying about the future, dreading the past, all of it will be transcended and seen through. Suffering will no longer be able to exist. But remember, even suffering is a mental illusion. Now, is being enlightened the solution for everything? No, it's not. I mean, wouldn't that be boring? Because then you would be like, okay, what now? No, instead it's like the end of the video game. No more missions or levels. Now you get to free roam in your own truth rather than trying to beat the bosses of other people's opinions and beliefs. You can go to your side quests, travel the map freely, and things like that. But remember, you will still have life challenges outside of your inner game. You will still feel emotions because there are certain rules to every game, especially this one. It's not like you will never be mad again or sad again, but while we are at base human, you can still wake up to this knowing. So again, it doesn't mean the human experience is over, but now you have power-ups and cheat codes. This also doesn't mean you have to turn into a monk and sit alone and meditate for the rest of your experience. If you want to, that's fine, but you're free to use it how you see best. Be a monk, a nomad, a teacher, a follower, a somebody, or a nobody, it doesn't matter. You have awakened from this dream, and it's basically a lucid dream now. You are aware of your awareness. You are God dreaming. It's time to wake up and be the cat. So, if I asked you, who is the one suffering, what would be your response? Who is the one listening to this video? Who is the one thinking? And whose life is this? Most of you may have responded with the same answer for all of those questions. What was your response? Did you say me, or did you say your name as if you were talking in third person? So if you claim to have all of these things, what if that you didn't exist? Would any of these problems actually be a problem anymore? If the one who claims to have anxiety actually doesn't exist, well, who's now here to claim having anxiety? Who would be the one suffering from anxiety? If the one who claims that they are fearful doesn't exist, well, who is here to be afraid? You see, the only reason so many of us suffer is because we believe we are something we are not. We actually believe we are something that doesn't actually exist. And that is a person. You are not a person. The person is a created character of the mind that truly doesn't exist in reality. It's a part of the conceptual illusions of the mind. Notice that it's conceptual. The me who you believe yourself to be doesn't exist when the mind is silent. When you are fully present, there is no identification with anything. Investigate on your own and really see if you can find this me anywhere in your experience. You're not behind the eyes, that's just a sensation, and you are not a sensation. You are not an appearance, meaning you aren't that image of your face that may be here in this moment. That's also just a thought. But you have to see that, recognize you can't see a face in your direct experience. Really look without thinking and see if you can find who you think you are. See if you can find the thinker. See if you can find the seer. See if you can find the one who suffers. And I know you can't, because whatever rises that claims to be something is just a thought. Now, how is this the only problem you have? Well, only the person can appear to have problems. Everything in your so-called life that you claim to have a problem with can only be claimed by a person. If you struggle with holding on to the past, well, without the illusion of being this separate person, whose past is it? And who's the one holding on to something? Whatever you appear to struggle with, who is the one struggling if the person doesn't exist? You see, believing you are a person causes the illusion of separation also, and even though it's an illusion, And there's actually no such thing as separation. There is this experience as separation that can be experienced, and more than half of the world lives their day to day in this illusion. Believing you are these characters creates a duality. It makes you believe that there is a you experiencing life, when in fact there is no you experiencing anything because you aren't separate from life. You are literally life itself. Life is experiencing itself. There is no separate experiencer. You have to understand that fooling the entire world into believing they are divided and separate allows whoever's in control to have power. The way religion has been taught to us, it's done a great job at making sure it separates us. Such a great job that people believe they are separate from God. They believe they are this person praying to a God, and religion does a great job at keeping you away from knowing that you are God, that we are God as one. And religion does have great pointers and truth in it. It's just that it was taught to us in a way to keep us separated from the truth. Political things keep us separated. Race keeps us separated. The list goes on and on and on. Even dividing the countries keeps us separated, even though we are all under the same sun, on the same earth. But if you actually look at it, it's all just labels and ideas that humans have created and have pointless meanings to. Without these labels and ideas, the only thing left is truth. Meaning without the mind, be curious of what's here without it. That's what's real. But most importantly, believing you are this person keeps you in the illusion of separation, and feeling separated never feels good. That also appears to cause a lot of issues, such as depression and loneliness. Nobody wants to feel separate. We literally do things just so that we can feel connected to something. Our true desire is to be one with everything. And good news, you already are. You just haven't noticed it yet. Drugs are used to feel connected. Drugs can completely put the ego to sleep for a while, allowing you to feel connected to something. It frees you from the mind in a way. Alcohol does the same thing. You can be someone who suffers from anxiety, but the moment you consume alcohol, you're the life of the party. It's because you are escaping yourself. You are escaping the false self, the one who claims to have the anxiety. That person is gone. But you don't need drinks and drugs to feel that way. That is your natural state of being. I'll use another analogy that I heard Jim Carrey use. Hopefully this helps you realize that who you think you are actually doesn't exist, and it was just created over time. So he talked about actors. Actors get a role, and they have to take on a completely new personality. They have to get in character. They go into work, they embody this character, and then as soon as the director says cut, they go right back into playing the character they have been playing their whole lives. So if you can play different characters, what does that say about your own? How is your character real? Do you see what I am pointing to? But then the question is, well, what am I? And regardless of what label you give it, we can't know it. Call is God, call it presence or consciousness. The labels are pointless. You have no identity. What you are cannot identify as something, because what you are is not a thing. You are no thing. That's like saying, I am space. Well, that's just a label given to something that you can't see, you can't imagine it, you can't create it, but it is here. It's as if it doesn't actually exist, because space is ultimately nothing. But you can be it, and whatever we are already and have always been that. So don't fall into the trap of identifying with something. When it comes to self-realization, I can say it's really about getting rid of all identity. When you have no identity at all, you realize you are everything. But this everything that we are is actually nothing at the same time. It's very difficult to talk about. Language literally cannot explain it. And that's a good thing because this isn't for the mind to understand anyways. And knowing that you're nothing is actually really, really freeing. It may sound scary to the mind, but that's just because it knows that's the death of itself, and it doesn't want to go. I see a lot of people who are actually concerned about awakening, thinking they won't be able to function in society or have friends and family, or that their life will be ruined. See, that is also just the defense mechanism of the ego that is preventing a surrendering to happen, and see the innocence in that also. Because in a way the ego is always trying to protect you from something. It's just that it protects you from things that don't actually exist or things you don't need protection for, causing the person it has created to appear to suffer. But it's all an illusion, and you have the capacity to see through it right now.